opinions stated in this podcast do not reflect the opinions of the Alestle or SIUE as a whole. Welcome back to another episode of Alestle After Hours. Sam Muren joining you here today. We have a very, very special episode, or at least I think it's very special. We'll see what everyone else thinks here in a moment. But this is my 50th episode as podcast producer. So this will be the 26th episode of Alestle After Hours I've overseen, and then 24 overseen with Alestletics. So I have some very special guests joining me. All kinds of guests will be on the show today. But to start, we have Editor-in-Chief Dylan Hembrough and now Managing Editor Gavin Quinlan. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello.
I'm pretty good.
We're good.
Good. And it's been a fun week. It's the 4th of July weekend last weekend. We're printing this weekend. So we have back-to-back fun weekends. Well, with a week of work in between, which that part's not as fun. But, it's for the fun of the paper and producing new content. So yeah, I think it's been a really good 2 weeks, at least from my end. I hope you guys have had a good 2 weeks as well.
I'm having fun.
Good. So let's jump right into things. Gavin, Dylan, it's nice to have... Gavin, you've been on the show since being promoted, I think, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you were on like that first week.
Yep.
When we published last time, the survival guide.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you just how things have gone now that it's no longer a survival guide and you're kind of into a regular print. Have things calmed down and smoothed out for you a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. It's going pretty good. I'm having a pretty good time with my first official full print news issue. The design's going pretty smoothly, generally. That was probably one of my biggest fears going into it, was kind of adjusting to doing design for regular editions rather than the survival guide. After that was kind of my introduction to it, but I'm enjoying it so far, and everything else is kind of just coming naturally to me.
Very nice. Well, you're still here. Dylan hasn't fired you yet, so that's good.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about our rotating managing editors over the last few years. Dylan, what are your thoughts on Gavin, bringing him on as managing editor, and also kind of talking about that rotation of managing editors? Do you think he'll be able to stabilize that a little bit?
It's funny you mentioned that, because I actually was going to fire him after this. After we're done with this. After production, though. After production day. Yeah. No, he's doing great. Gavin is my fourth managing editor. We've had one for every year that I've been editor-in-chief so far. We have a former one sitting in front of us right now.
Yeah.
Sam was my second one, and stepped down when the podcast producer position opened up. We had Michael Kate, who graduated. Bruce was the first one. So yeah, Gavin, you do have some pretty big shoes to fill, but you are filling them pretty well.
Yeah.
So,
my shoes are like, the kiddie shoes you see in the back of Famous Footwear, but like Michael Kate's are the ones you gotta fill.
You both were good.
But yeah, no, Gavin, again, congratulations, and to all of our other new editors. I know we talked about on that last episode where we have a lot of new faces in the editorial side of things. And it's going to be interesting. Obviously, Destiny taking over for Chloe in Lifestyles, and Madison taking over for Brandy in Opinion.
Yeah.
They're both doing a brilliant job, by the way, at least from my perspective.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they both came into the positions like with a whole host of new ideas, things they wanted to continue that were good, things they wanted to improve upon. So, yeah, I've been very impressed with both of them.
Yeah, agreed. Same here on the outside perspective. As the graphics manager, I get to see their content as well as getting just to talk to them. It's kind of nice being the podcast producer because I get the best of both worlds. I get to see the product as the graphics manager and be like, oh, yes, I think you should do this, and you're doing a really good job. It's nice to see you progress. And then on the podcast side, I just get to kind of talk to them about it, which is really cool.
I will say I was worried, and this is not a reflection on anyone's capabilities at all, but I was worried that after this this last spring, when we had so many people who were really experienced that were graduating, that it would be a rough transition. But it's been really good. I mean, Madison we hired in the spring semester, and she got promoted to opinion editor and is taking it in stride. Destiny was a copy editor for a year. You were a reporter for a year, Gavin. Sam, you were a reporter for a year before you became managing editor.
Well, and you know what's funny is when I was managing editor, you and I were talking about planning for that last semester when all those people graduated. Obviously, I wasn't a part of the plans when you hired the people, but still seeing them kind of unfold. You're right. It was not as chaotic as it could have been.
Yeah, and I was here. I mean, this is like prehistoric at this point. I think it was just me and Audrey that are left from when this happened in spring of 2023. That's when like the majority of the editorial staff graduated, including the editor in chief, most of the editors. That was a rough transition. So I was a little worried that this might be a repeat of that, but everyone that's taken over is doing a great job. I did my best to try to smooth the transition where I could.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like, again, outside-ish perspective, that you, Audrey, myself, I feel like has helped ease that transition a little bit. And the fact that at the end of this year, I'm not sure on Audrey's expected graduation, but I will be gone after this full academic term.
I think she graduates in December, doesn't she?
I'm not, don't quote me on that, but yeah, but
Okay.
like her outing is approaching as well, so there's some more veteran leadership going out the door here soon.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, no, Gavin, again, congratulations. Can't say it enough. You are doing excellent at the job. I can't wait to see what you are going to do for the fall. So speaking of that, what are kind of your expectations for the upcoming fall semester? Obviously, our print schedule, I just wish I had a schedule for you. I don't, but you know what? We'll get it to you eventually. But with that kind of in limbo, what are your expectations for the upcoming fall semester, that full term in effect?
Yeah, well, thank you, first of all. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll go pretty well, things considered, with news. I'm sure there will be plenty of things to report on. And I don't know. I think we'll have a pretty nice, smooth semester. I mean, the transition's going so well with all these new editors, and me included, obviously. And so maybe I'm a little biased, but I think it'll be a good time. Whatever the print schedule ends up looking like, I think we'll be able to take it in stride and kind of roll with it.
Very cool. Very cool. Dylan, what are your kind of thoughts going into fall? Obviously, so much news about the Alestle, about the administration. Do you see that kind of continuing into fall 2026?
Yeah, I don't see that changing. Honestly, my top priority during that first issue will probably be getting all the new people up to speed. So we had a lot of people graduate. We have a lot of new people too. We have let's see, Katie, new reporter, Layla, new copy editor, Ashton, new copy editor. I don't want to forget anyone. Lily's still relatively new as a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many.
Joyce is still relatively new as a reporter. She's not working over the summer, but
She's a photographer.
she's a reporter.
She's a reporter. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Jayla as the photographer. Yes.
Jayla and Hector are both.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been here for a little while by now. Yeah, I think that's everybody. But yeah, so there are a lot of new people. They're all doing great, actually. I've been very impressed with how well they've taken to the journalistic style and all that, because it is a learning curve.
It is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I kind of came in right at the start of the last school year, and I had the privilege of that timing where I kind of got to go through the reporter boot camp and everything, and all of my expectations were kind of laid out. And I think some of the newer reporters who were hired didn't really have that advantage, but they're still doing amazing with what they have. They've definitely adjusted to the style really fast, and I'm excited to see their work in the future and see how they keep on developing.
Yeah. It should be a really good year. Just fall and spring. Obviously, we don't know what will happen in between there, but still, I think there's a lot to look forward to. Speaking of that, what can the audience really expect from the Alestle? Will we see a lot of similar things with the... Again, we have a lot of new people, new ideas. Is there something new to expect from that? Or is it kind of, the regular, what we've seen for the last few semesters?
It'll be a lot of the same. There will be some new things, though. Obviously, since we have the new editors, we will have some new design ideas. Destiny can draw, apparently. I didn't know that when she became Lifestyles editor, but she's a really good artist, so she is doing a lot of her own designs, which I'm sure is great for you because it's less work for you.
It is, yes.
But so that's really cool. Madison is taking a great eye to the opinion section. My column there is still continuing. one thing Gavin and I had talked about, a couple years ago, I did like a little impromptu history project on the Alestle where I went through and looked at literally every single issue back to 1960 when it began. And I have a ton of notes from that, plus pictures of a lot of articles. So I thought a cool little thing to put in the print issue would be like a little sidebar, kind of like the police blotter that we used to have that disappeared at some point.
Yes.
But a little sidebar saying like, this month in SIUE history or something like that.
Oh, that would be very cool.
And I don't know. I just thought that'd be kind of cool for the audience.
Yeah, no, definitely agree.
That's probably it's one of the new things that I can think about, assuming Gavin's still good with that idea.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything in particular that you wanted to introduce?
As far as introducing things, we haven't talked about this at all. This is like fresh out of my brain, but I was trying to think of if we could introduce any new columns or anything like that, especially now that we kind of have a vacancy in that regard in the lifestyle section.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of if there was anything in particular that I would be interested in.
Speaking of that vacancy, you have Michael K. and Olivia both had quote-unquote columns or their own sections in there, so those are both gone now. Yeah. So that was going to be my question. Do we see with new voices in the editorial staff maybe some new columns?
I would say so. I don't think anyone has really come forward with any specific ideas yet, but like everyone's more than welcome to. Right. And if they do come up with something that the section editor and I like, then we'll get it going.
Sweet. So that's something exciting to look forward to. But yeah, Gavin, any other ideas or just kind of getting the swing of news and maybe implementing ideas as you go?
Yeah, I think just kind of sticking to our guns and doing what we've been doing. I think, again, we have a really strong staff of writers and reporters, and I think continuing kind of our tradition of really strong news stories and some of the more investigative things we've been doing lately, they've definitely shown a liking for the research and the, compiling information that it takes to do bigger stories like that. And I would definitely be happy to continue helping with and contributing to larger stories like that, like we've done in the past.
Very cool. All right. Well, I'm glad you brought up the historical kind of element because we had a big historical moment last weekend. If you did not know, we must have been in a closet the whole weekend because it was America's 250th birthday and all kinds of July celebrations to kick off the month. Just wanted to ask you guys what you did or what feelings you had for the excitement of America's big old birthday. If there was anything you wanted to add on for that.
I worked. I was at work from midnight to 1 a.m. that day, and then from 1:30 to 10.
Did you see the fireworks at all?
I saw some on my way home.
There you go.
A lot of car crashes, too.
Yeah, there was a lot of accidents on the 4th. Well, I guess,
And I beat the police to both of the ones that I saw. So they were both recent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
How about you, Gavin? Anything more exciting than that on the good old 4th of July?
I sat in my apartment all day. And I took a little walk in the evening.
Wow.
That's about all I did 4th of July.
Yeah, I didn't do much either. It was more like the weekend prior where I'd get the celebrations out, I guess. And like the few days after with all the sporting events that was going on, we kind of watched those. But yeah, I agree. It was really tame for me as well.
Yeah, I got time and a half, so.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
yep.
Holiday pay.
Yeah.
But it obviously a very monumental moment for the nation and an interesting time for the nation, but something to be celebrated for everyone, I think. And we'll have a photo package in this edition, so
yes.
So that is something you can look for and watch the celebrations of other people if you missed it, like all three of us did, I guess. Obviously, and then the excitement for this episode was my 50th podcast episode, so I wanted to ask everyone kind of if you had a favorite episode you were featured on, if you just have a favorite episode you've listened to in general, or something that you could remember since being on. Gavin, I don't know how many times you've been on with me being producer. Not that many. Maybe 3 or 4 times.
I want to say this is like the 5th.
Maybe, yeah. I don't have record of that. I'm not a big. I don't keep track of who's been on. But if you have a favorite episode you've been on or just listened to,
I think the most recent one before this one, where I was on with Destiny, was probably my favorite.
Yeah, we did. We'd had some good conversations.
Yeah, it was just a really good time. We had good conversations. It might have just been my mood that day. I was just in a really good mood that day. It was nice outside. I was kind of like getting into my hobbies, into the swing of the summer. So I kind of had something to talk about for obsessions too.
Yeah. Because I remember our obsession conversation was like really good.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was my favorite so far, and I just wasn't bogged down by kind of the the weight of the school year
Yeah.
as I was with a lot of the other ones where
Fair.
it's like, oh, I got to report this whoa. I got to record this podcast, and then I still have class and stuff afterwards. But
That's my life. I meant like go to class, record podcast, try to do this homework assignment before the next class, go to that class.
Yeah. But
It's
I think-
scheduling. It's a pain, but
yeah, I can get. I think I was in a better mindset just because of that.
because you're free.
Yeah, I feel free, and that kind of like just made it more enjoyable.
For sure. Dylan, how about you? Favorite episode?
I had to look through the list. I have a list of all the episodes, because of course I do. Spreadsheets are my life, because I'm ancient at this point and they all blur together.
That's fair.
But the Alestle after DC and Trusting News and all that, me and Sophie were on that with you.
Yeah.
I really liked that episode because we kind of got like to see behind the scenes what student journalists do.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, like if I had to pick a favorite one that I've been on, that'd probably be it. But overall, I've just been really happy with what you've done to bring the podcast forward with new guests and that aren't on staff, and nothing against our staff, but
Everything
new
against
guests. And just like the kind of rotation of like club feature, editorial, et cetera, all that.
Yeah.
I've really, really enjoyed that, and I think the awards kind of
Reflected it. Yeah.
reflect that. Yeah.
I hope so too. That was an objective of mine, is kind of changing the formula and also finding a way to hijack the payment of not getting funding. So like if I can't have everyone on every week, well then I need to find a supplement for that. So
Yeah.
found a way to kind of hack the system and at least get some daily content out there, or weekly content out there. Wish we were daily. That would be cool. I don't have time for that.
No.
Don't make any promises you can't keep.
Yeah, I'm working daily on the podcast. How about that? That's
There you
better.
go.
Yeah.
But we only publish weekly. Hopefully that will continue. Obviously, we still have some lingering mysteries on that, but I think it will be just fine. And we can see some more editorial staff and also guests. That's the goal. But speaking of that, I have an exciting, because my life isn't spreadsheets, but I've been looking ahead for this, is the Alestle After Hours 200th episode will be airing in spring 27, which is my last semester here. So that's really exciting, and I've been thinking of some big plans for the 200th episode.
I was here for the 100th one. Oh my god.
You're old!
I know.
And you know what's funny is, speaking of being old, that's my favorite episode that I think it was
Becoming
Chloe.
Unk.
Becoming Unk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That one is probably my all-time favorite, because Brandy Klein, what's funny is you guys can't see it, but we have rundowns of like what I think we should talk about. Obviously, free to go off the list. Like it's not a contract of what we're going to talk about. We did not follow anything on that list, and that's the best. That's when the episodes are really good. So if you haven't listened to Unk Back Wet, you should go back and listen to it. It's a really good episode.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that I'm really looking forward to the 200th episode. I also believe that Alestletics will have its 50th episode while I'm here, so that's exciting, because that's one that Audrey and I both started, and will be something to really look forward to. So, in fact, there will be no episode of Alestletics this week because of the scale of this episode, just getting everyone in. So that'll be exciting too. But Audrey will be here to talk about sports, so don't worry if you're missing your sports content right now. She's about to be here in just a few minutes, so just hang on for a little longer. But yeah, so it's going to be really exciting. I've got some big plans for both big sets of shows, because Alestletics is kind of like more fun because it's Audrey and I's show. Like we started it. It's kind of crazy to think about that,
Yeah. It
And
feels like so long ago now.
It really does. It feels like it's been out for a while. And what really stinks is that it probably would have had more episodes if we could have published every week starting it. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's still done really well. I think it's been successful.
Yeah.
So happy to report that. But Alestle After Hours going for 200, that'll be exciting. But so thank you for the compliment and for listening and for being on the show. I appreciate everyone helping me make it a good show, because it takes a team. With that, obsessions for the week or a couple weeks that we haven't been on the air. I will start with mine to give these two some time to think. I recently binged Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know why, but as a kid, I hated this show. Like, I dogged. I don't think I even watched 5 minutes of it. I just like, this is the worst show ever. Like, and someone I worked with at one of my other jobs was like, no, you should really watch it. It's really good. And since I've grown, I'm like, yeah, I have always been interested. Like, what is this show about? Yeah, I watched the whole 3 seasons in like 4 days. Like I binged the crap out of it. It was really bad. I bended it. I bended the show. Yeah, I don't know what came over me, but I was just in a spell to like, it was like my summer show where you just watch everything in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And Avatar: The Last Airbender was mine. But if either of you would like to share an obsession.
I'd actually like to riff off of that because I do love Avatar. I haven't watched in years,
Right.
which you're reminding me that should go on the list of things to rewatch.
Yep.
But that show, I also didn't like that show when I was little because I didn't like the animation style in particular.
See, I think that was my problem with it.
I thought it looked too much like anime, I guess.
Okay,
And
I'm glad you bring this up because that was I'm not a big anime fan in general. There's like animation that I like, but it reminded me too much of like Japanese anime, which is not my cup of tea.
yeah.
And I think I had that judgment towards it, and now I'm in love with the show.
See, that's how I was when I was a lot younger too, and that kind of changed over time. So my obsession this week is actually an anime I've been watching, which I'm not huge on anime, but when I find one that I like get
That's
really
real.
into it. So in particular, it's called Doro Hidoro, which I have no idea what that means, if it means anything. But it's on Netflix. It's this really crazy, like, kind of dark fantasy anime about like sorcerers, and there's a dude with a lizard head, and he's trying to figure out his identity, who he really is, because he has amnesia from getting a lizard head, and
That'll do it.
so the whole series is just following him and his connections with like these gangs of sorcerers, and there's like selling magic and stuff like that. And I love all the character designs. I love the world building. I've started collecting the manga that it was based off of too. I just in the past few days watched all of the second season, which just released in April. They released the first season in 2020, which I watched a long time ago, and then they took 6 years to release the second season. And then hopefully they'll be releasing another season. I think they said in like 2028 or 29, which I'm really looking forward to that. But
Very
yeah,
cool.
that's my obsession.
Nice. All right, Dylan, how about you?
I was going back and forth between two, as I normally do. One of them was something that I've been watching, so I'm going to go with the other one.
Okay, there you go.
Just to mix it up.
Yeah, break the trend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been journaling for like 9 years. But the last few years, I'm on volume 8 of my journals right now. The last few years, I got really bad about being consistent. Like, there would be sometimes like a full month or 6 weeks even between entries, and I just was like, my journal was sitting on my little nightstand, and I was like, I need to write and, like, you know, catch people up, people being in quotes, whoever's reading it in the future, I guess, need to catch up on the events that have happened, because the last 3 years have been very eventful for me.
Yeah.
But the more I was like, oh, I have so much I need to catch up on, my hands are going to cramp up before I can finish all of it. It's going to be a fat entry. And then I got in that cycle of like not writing as much as I wanted to. So that was volume 7, and that's why it took 3 years to finish. Even though it was the exact same book as volume 6, which took under a year to finish, because I was very good about being consistent at that point.
That's what I say. Are you caught up now, or are you leaving people hanging? That's what I need to know.
Volume 7 I have finished.
Okay,
I finished in January. And then volume 8 is it's more like a traditional notebook.
Okay.
It's about, well, for you guys, it's about this big.
Yeah. I sort of say, if you can't see, just hold your fingers like to the size of your head.
Yeah. It's not like a composition notebook. That was volume 3. I try to do like a different kind of
Book.
each time just to mix it up.
Fair.
but I've been better about it,
Good.
especially in the summer since I have less going on. I am still taking a class and, Alestling and Cardinal Glennoning and all that, but
Yeah.
I have been a lot better about journaling at least once every few days.
Well, you're a better person than me because as soon as I get home, I'm like, the hell with that. I am sitting on the couch and not doing anything.
Most days that's it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been trying to
Be better.
be better about it, and it's really nice. It's therapeutic.
That's good.
It's nice. And a while ago, I went back and actually flipped through all of my old journals all the way back to volume 1 when I was in 7th grade. No one is ever going to read that. But I was like, well, if I ever lose one of these, I don't want to lose all of this history of my life. So I went through and digitized all of it.
Oh, cool.
Typed all of them into a Google Doc. So I have all of that to look back on over the last 9 years. Except for senior year of high school, I didn't journal at all. But I have that to look back on, and it's really cool just to kind of see how I've changed and grown in that time.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me on this very special episode for myself. I appreciate it. Obviously, Alestle After Hours continuing to grow is the big goal. Hopefully, we'll see more than 200 episodes when we get past that point, and I can leave it satisfied. But again, thank you guys for joining. Again, we'll have a lot of news content coming out to you in print, but for now, we're going to take a quick break and welcome some other guests. So we'll be right back after this break. You're listening to Alestle After Hours, hosted by Sam Muren, the official podcast of The Alestle, SIUE's student newspaper, for all students, faculty, and staff. Podcast will publish on Saturdays at 10 a.m. on Spotify and YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and X for Alestletics, as well as follow the Alestle at alestlelive.com. Now back to the show. All right, we are back after that quick break and a change of voices here on today's episode. I now welcome on sports editor Audrey and now lifestyles editor Destiny Albrecht. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good.
I'm good.
You're good? Are you all right? Sorry. See,
I'm okay.
Here's the thing. Audrey is joining the episode because we're not doing Alestletics this week, so I figured we should have her on to talk about sports a little bit. Because a lot of sports stuff happened. Not SIUE related, but,
Yeah, not SIU related.
Not at all.
Slow in the SIU world.
Yeah, the SIUE world is a bit quiet, but I figured we could still talk about sports because that's what I like to talk about, and so it's my show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I figured we'd bring you on to talk about sports a little bit. And Destiny, obviously, you are in the new editor phase, so we have to ask you all about it and interrogate you to see how well you're handling it. If you're gonna hold out on us, for the next year. But yeah, so we just had Dylan and Gavin on, and they had some good conversations about this upcoming production that we're in the middle of right now, but will be in print for all of you on Thursday. Destiny, tell us a little bit about not doing the survival guide and doing just a normal print production.
It's definitely more chill.
Well, it is 12 pages less or whatever.
Yes. Oh, good thing about the survival guide was that it was a lot of templates, so it was helpful to it already was basically there for me. It was just tedious work, but this is actually designing what I want it to look like. So it's been more fun in my opinion.
The survival guide's weird because you'll get a template for one thing and then it'll be a blank page.
Yeah.
It's hey, so we need you to fix this template and then we need you to come up with something. And you're like, okay, I guess,
Yeah.
But well, I'm glad to hear it's going better because you have a Metro East Eats in this one as well, correct?
Yes.
So you had a little experience in that survival guide. Tell us a little bit about this Metro East Eats though.
This one is going to be smoothie places in the surrounding area. We've done ice cream and done
snow cones.
Snow cones,
that
yeah,
was my favorite.
Shaved ice and stuff. So I was like, what's another refreshing kind of treat for summer? So smoothies was pretty good. But how was yours, Audrey? How was your experience?
So I
going
went
there?
to the new Everbowl location in Edwardsville, which just opened up in late April. And it is superfoods, acai bowls, all of this nutritious and all of his healthy ingredients and stuff like that. And I mean, I think it's pretty cool because it's very customizable and you can put, whatever you want on your acai bowls or in your smoothies. And all the ingredients are very, very fresh and clean. And the downside about it, though, is that it's very expensive.
I found that to be like the
theme,
a common theme with everyone, that they were like incredibly overpriced for no reason.
So I mean, if you got some birthday money, I say go ahead and go there. Otherwise, I say hold your dollar and go to Freshens.
Valid. Freshens mentioned on the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's ever been dropped.
I mean, you got there are smoothies there, and I'm sure it is good ingredients.
Think about this: is you're getting exercise because you have to walk to the Vidal Bean Center to get it.
Right, and also it takes res.
Yeah.
So if you got that cougar buck, it'll take you.
Yeah. No, valid. But yeah, so everyone can look forward to that. But Destiny, you also get to design the lifestyles page. Are you excited for that as well?
Yes, I'm wanting to put the staycation story on where they. So, who wrote that? Katie, I think, is the one who wrote that. She just talks about like, in case you like have stuff to do here, you have work here, and like you don't have time to go like travel somewhere else for a vacation, like good spots around like in the surrounding area to have a little day.
Nice.
So probably put that on there, and Audrey's theater story on there about the Addams family.
Yeah, how was it, Audrey?
Yeah.
So it's actually really, really good.
Okay. I was a little scared there at first.
No.
You started with the and I'm like, oh, no.
Unfortunately, no. It's actually really good, and it's very unique.
Oh, cool.
And different than a lot of SIUE productions, and also like interpretations of it that you see, on Broadway and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool, and people are really gonna like it.
Very cool. That's exciting. Audrey, how about you? As we mentioned, the sports world is a little quiet here for SIUE. What do we have?
So the only thing that I can think of is, and now I'm gonna need you to say this guy's name.
Okay.
Sakanis?
Sakanis?
Yes, that guy.
Yes, you're right.
He is in the summer league for
the NBA.
Yeah.
Let
me think.
I think he's.
It's the Miami Heat.
Yeah, he's with the Miami Heat. I think he played the Lakers too, which is kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. So
he's the really tall one.
Yes,
that would be him.
That would be him. Our boy Arnie Sakanis, dude. It's so crazy to see like these SIUB athletes go on and do like
and literally be in the big leagues.
Yeah, it's really cool. No, I've been following that along. Well, it's funny. I was thinking at first I thought he was going with the Lakers. I thought I heard something about that, and I was like, "Bro's joining as LeBron James is leaving."
Oh
no! But
that would be crazy.
But he's not on the Lakers anymore, so he's on the Heat. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe LeBron will join the Heat and be like, "I like this kid. Bring him in."
Yeah.
He's better than Bronny.
That'd be insane.
Crazy story, by the way. LeBron James leaving the Lakers.
Yeah, that was insane.
Wild. Bro's like, I'm going to play again. Bro had to come out with this like fourth, I'm not retiring video. Chet, I've decided I'm playing basketball one more year, but not with the Lakers.
Okay.
God. Okay, LeBron. All right, you do you. In fact, speaking of like legendary sports figures, we had LeBron, who decided to play again, and Alex Ovechkin in the NHL, who decided to play again. A lot of older players just sticking around for a long time, which is really interesting.
I mean, if you love the game, I say do it.
Right, and they're both of them are historic players. LeBron James being one of the best NBA players of all time. Alex Ovechkin, the greatest goal scorer in the NHL all time. Baseball has some pretty good legends still walking around. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see. Speaking of sports legacy, we have the World Cup, which is sadly not going anyone's way, I don't think.
No, literally. All of my teams I wanted are out.
Audrey, I know you were
I
know you're a big Mexico fan, and I was also cheering for Mexico against England, and that did not happen.
Too.
Well, here's the thing. I said England was my second pick.
You did. Yeah. You did. So your team's kind of
I'm like chilling right now. You guys have fun.
No, I wanted England to lose. I'm just an England hater, but that's just me. That's just me.
Right.
And then obviously the United States with their fiasco in FIFA, and then they lost, and it was really sad. Yeah. Maybe we'll just put that one on pause. It was so funny though, because this was Monday. I was watching the game, and the United States went down after the goalie came out and let that goal in.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, what are we doing? Like,
I understood what he
guys?
was trying to do, but it just
he
didn't.
didn't get rid of it
He
fast
just
enough.
It
like,
didn't. It didn't work, Chad. It didn't
No.
work. Hashtag no.
Now's not the time to be doing this.
So I was like, okay, well, screw this. I'm going to watch a different game. So I turned on the Cardinals game, and the Cards were up 3-0. And I'm like, this is great. This is wonderful. My friend was watching FIFA, so he was giving me updates. He's like, ooh, no, you don't come back. Don't come back.
I literally was like, I think I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah, and that's how I am too. I'm like, I'm just done.
Then the Cardinals blew a 3-0 lead in the 7th inning. I was like, no, guys, why? It was not a great sports day. But if you are a Cardinals fan, on 4th of July, they kicked the crap out of the Cubbies, and that was a win.
The Cubbies?
Yeah,
The Cubbies.
the Chicago Cubs got destroyed by the Cardinals in that series. 17-1 was the game prior, and then 3-0. So yeah, that was a great 4th of July present. That was what kept me going on 4th of July. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Speaking of that, we have our America's 250th birthday last weekend, obviously on the 4th of July. Did you guys do anything exciting to celebrate? I'll tell you, Dylan, Gavin, and I did not do anything fun, so maybe you guys can make up for it.
You first, girl.
Okay. So I bit the bullet and I went to the Edwardsville thing.
Oh, okay.
How was it?
Okay, so let me tell you, it
Oh.
was definitely a family fun event. There was so many families. There was nobody my age. So it was literally just me and my friend, and we just kind of found a section of the woods that it's like on this golf course. We found a section of the trail that there was nobody at. We just listened to our own music and kind of like was in our own little world. I mean, obviously we went to the food trucks and stuff like that, but we kind of listened to our own music until the show. But as for the actual fireworks show, I mean, like, they kind of did their big one. Like, it was kind of good.
It was really good.
It was big. So
That's funny.
I think it definitely was worth it. But as a college student, it's probably not my space.
Well, did you go down the bouncy slide though? Like, did you go?
No, what? No.
Come on, Audrey.
But also, it had been raining,
Yeah.
so like it was just dirty.
Yeah.
Everything was dirty.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate weather here in the Midwest
Yeah.
for the 4th of July. What about you, Destiny?
Well, me and my friends were going to swim, and then
Right.
obviously it
Rain.
did not work out. But we ended up just chilling in my apartment, and my apartment's my new apartment. I just moved in.
Hooray, congrats.
Thanks. It's right across from the golf course, so we
Nice.
literally just sat on our couch and watched it through the window.
That's awesome.
And then we had some like burgers and tacos and watched a movie.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
I ate lots of hot dogs, a few brats, a burger. My friend, he was at Eagle Point River. There's a river up in somewhere in Illinois, and he said, he told me they had a hot dog eating contest, and the winner. I know. And the winner got a float trip, a free float trip for 4 people.
Oh, that's
and he
worth
told
it.
me,
That's cool.
he texted me, this is on the 4th of July. Dude, I got to do this for the boys. I got to get the boys a free float trip. I'm like, oh God.
way.
And so he's like, dude, this hot dog eating monster came in and just like, he was like, I knew it was over. He's like, he ate 25 hot dogs
Oh
in
my-
2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And he showed me the video. It is just crazy. I was like Joey Chestnut levels. Like,
That's insane.
yeah. So anyway, my sister was making fun of me for being a chud because I ate like so many hot dogs.
Yeah.
And so I showed her the video and she's like, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
I'm sure if you train I'm sure you got it.
But my buddy, he goes, yeah, the guy got there and said, oh, I didn't even know I was signed up. And he's like, you're lying. You're lying.
Oh my God, he was probably preparing for that.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
been training his
He
whole
probably
life.
ate 20 hot dogs for breakfast, like
Yeah, honestly.
his whole life.
I don't know, man. It was crazy. Anyway, so that was my fun 4th of July story, and I didn't even get to see it. But it was pretty funny because I saw the after photo of my buddy eating hot dogs, and he ate 12, I think, which is still respectable.
Yeah.
He did not look happy to be alive. So, anyway. It was pretty funny, though, because in the video, the winner, he, finished before everyone. And he was taunting the other people in the hot dog eating
Oh
contest.
my goodness.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was pretty disturbing.
What an interesting guy.
anyway, America for you. That's how you celebrate.
Yes.
I mean, dude,
Quite
you know what? I just thought
literally.
about it. 25 hot dogs for $2.50.
That's he probably did that on purpose
He
too.
probably
He was probably
did.
calculated.
he was calculated. Well, let's ask you this. So obviously summer is starting to wind down. We have about a little over a month to go. What are you guys kind of looking forward to for the next year, with Destiny being a full-time lifestyles editor during the regular semester, and Audrey just kind of continuing the sports coverage? What are you guys looking forward to for this upcoming semester?
I'd say I'm looking forward to like assigning like different Metro East eats and markets and stuff that are different from the ones that we've already had. Like I'm excited to like come up with ideas.
I
like,
really thought you were gonna say I'm so excited to assign stories. I was like,
Oh.
man, she's just ready to put
I'm
people
so
to work.
excited to be
Me.
bossy.
Yeah, Audrey, for real. Like, hey,
Hey.
we can only have one of those,
Hey.
please.
But yeah, I'm excited to do that and like make the pages look like fun and like aesthetic and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
my favorite. Like I really like doing that. So.
Speaking of that, Dylan and all three of us in the first half of the show were complimenting your beautiful artwork that
Thank
you have done for
you.
Metro East Eats and
Thanks.
Markets. It's a really amazing talent that you discovered.
Thank you.
Like,
I did discover it. Yeah.
I know. That's why I said that, because I know you. Because I remember when you and I met to talk about graphics, and you're like, "Yeah, I don't know. Do you think we could like do something different with this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we should." And I was like, "I don't know what, but we definitely should." And then you're like, "Well, I'll try." And I was
try.
like, A for effort, Destiny. A for effort. And you like knocked it out of the ballpark. So you
Thanks.
should pat yourself on the back for that. It was really good.
Thanks. It's
So-
fun to do those, so I think that's my favorite part. Of
Well, that's good. I'm glad
Coloring.
I'm glad you like it. And
Adult coloring.
Dylan made the comment like, "You just like it because it's easier for you." And I'm like, "Yes, I do."
Yes.
Well, yes, I do. But no, really, you do it way better than I could do it. So
Thanks.
congratulations on having
Thanks.
artistic ability and
and, oh,
and
having talent.
I guess just you get that one.
Ew.
But yeah, no, they are really good. So if you are picking up Metro East Eats and your smoothies are a little out of your price, at least take in the artwork.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
How about you, Audrey? What are you looking forward to with the upcoming semester?
I just always look forward to going to games and just being part of the action and being able to talk to coaches and players afterwards. It's always a unique experience and really fun for me.
Yeah.
And I'm also looking forward to hopefully doing that more often and being able to cover more sports games with a more consistent publishing schedule.
Yeah, it would be really nice. And obviously we have our podcast that hopefully we can get more guests on. I'm always looking forward to that. But I think, and talking about sports, we have a good foundation at SIUE where we usually have one team that does well. So it's always something to talk about.
I mean, it's pretty well-rounded.
Yeah, well, no, I agree. I'm just saying it's not like we're going into the year
and
with
then
dread.
nothing happens.
Yeah.
There's always like something.
There's always something, whether it's positive news or like something to critique. We always usually have something. But yeah, no, I think it'll be a fun celebration. So for fall 2026, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like we were talking about, Dylan was talking about how many years he's been here, and I'm like, man, this is going to be my 4th year. It's kind of wild. And speaking of accomplishments, this is the 50th episode. I mentioned this earlier, that of my career as being podcast producer. So it's been a really fun ride. Obviously, lots of new elements to the show. I've tried to incorporate hopefully some more new elements coming up for the next semester. And I mentioned this earlier, we're going to have the 200th episode of Alestle After Hours in general will be, I think it will fall in the spring semester. So hopefully something big will be planned for that. That's my job to figure that out, but hopefully I can come up with something good. And then Alestletics will also be having its 50th episode within this academic year. So Audrey, are you excited for 50 episodes of Alestletics?
Yeah, we have to get 50 guests on
No. Not
in one
happening.
episode.
But I was telling Dylan, it's kind of crazy that we came up with that show and we're already hitting like 50 episodes. Like, wow. How have you dealt with me for 50 episodes?
I haven't.
That's just, I don't know how I've dealt with you for 50 episodes.
You're on my last nerve.
So on the 50th episode, it's just going to be an execution.
We'll just like sit and scream at
Bye-bye,
each other.
She's just going to throw soccer balls at me. Yeah,
That's it.
I mean, that's it. That's all.
That's all I got for that one, guys.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, you never know. You never know.
Okay.
You never know what could be planned for the big 50. But yeah, no, so it'll be an exciting time. So I do hope all of our listeners will check in, and hopefully we can grow a little bit more going into the next semester now that I have a bit more under my belt. So I already talked about my obsession a little bit. I will fill you in here just so these two can be a little more understanding of my pick, because they made fun of me for it when we first sat down. Well, actually, Audrey made fun of me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she can't even deny it. So I, as a younger child, never really liked Avatar. Like, it was really a bit more popular when I was a kid. Don't know why, just didn't want anything to do with it. Not a fan of the art style. I think it's because I don't like really anime very much, like Japanese anime. It's not my thing. Like, a lot of people do like it. I am just not one of those, and it reminds me of that. So, but recently I had a coworker at one of my other jobs be like, "Oh, you should really watch it." And I have always been kind of interested in it. He explained it a little bit, so I watched the whole 3 seasons recently, and so that's my obsession. So congratulations, that's why. How about you guys? Do you have any obsessions?
I'm gonna be so basic and say Love Island right now.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys. I'm just into
I'm
it right
a
now.
Love Island hater. I can't lie.
Listen, it's so horrible, but I love it.
That-
though.
okay.
Like, that's the reason I like it. It's because it's so bad. That's all I have to
Just-
say,
you
though.
can't-
Say guys.
I can't.
Sorry to disappoint.
No.
I look forward to it every night.
You're canceled. You're never.
I can't even begin to get
No.
into that.
No, I don't want to unwrap that at all. I don't want to.
That's totally okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I know my people, so
And
it's okay.
I have my people.
If you're listening and you like Love Island, stop listening. No, turn off the show. No, I would say I'm happy for you, but I'm really not. So, congratulations, something like that. Okay, well, Audrey, how about you? What's your obsession? Please don't say Love Island.
Okay.
Oh no, it's gonna be worse.
No, it's not gonna be worse. It's just gonna be something nobody has ever said before on this podcast.
I hate when people say that.
Guys, I'm so special. All right, so my obsession is marshmallows. Just like straight out the bag. Like, not like Rice Krispies. I just eat marshmallows, and they're so good. Not even like the fruity ones, just like the regular white ones and like the mini ones. I've just been snacking on them.
Okay, well, you know what?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's
Like,
valid. Wait, as breakfast?
no, but with breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So
A little some on my chicken,
I
you know.
think you should. Okay, this is where I was just about to say you should stop. You were ahead, and now you're back down.
So is this worse than Love Island, or what do you think? Sam, you be the judge.
I don't want to be the judge. I'm stepping down. I was gonna say I actually appreciate the pick. I like marshmallows.
You
too.
do?
I do. And it's funny. We just had Rice Krispies recently, so that sounds good. Like marshmallows in general. But,
Yeah.
you know what really sounds good? I haven't had a s'more in a while.
Yeah, I love just microwaving them and eating them melted.
Yeah, we do that too. But I kind of want mine like the golden color. You know.
Yeah, like
It-
the fire.
yeah.
The
yeah.
fire. I like mine burnt. I like it crunchy.
Me too.
Okay.
Yes.
I like mine. I like it where it's just a little burnt. You know, like it catches on fire. You blow it.
Bro
out real
likes
quick.
it golden brown.
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of
to each their own,
Yeah.
but I like it crispy.
good for you. Light it on fire. Do you stick it in the middle? Of the-
Well, you gotta let it settle at the top to actually get gooey on the inside, and then you
Yep.
stick it in there.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And
then,
then
and then you like
You just kind of hold it for a little bit, and then go.
nice. Okay.
let
tutorial.
Let it spread.
Yeah, get
across.
all the way around.
Visualizing. For those I can't see, visualize. Okay, that's fair. So marshmallows and Love Island.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? What a combination. I'm sure.
What did they pick? What I want to hear.
Dylan picked his journaling that he's been doing
Mm-hmm.
recently, and Gavin picked an anime that he had been watching because I talked about Avatar,
Mm-hmm.
so it inspired him. I don't remember what it was called, and he didn't know what it meant, so I can't tell you.
What an obsession.
Yeah, a week of just some interesting obsessions. Destiny's is by far the worst. I'm sorry, Destiny.
No, it's
Love
okay.
Island.
Because I know that it's bad, and I know that people hate it, and that's
I'm-
okay.
I'm-
but
I'm
it's a
glad
guilty
you-
pleasure of mine.
I'm
so
glad you know.
I'm
just-
glad
yes,
you're aware.
I'm self-aware. Don't worry.
That's all that matters to me. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in to this crazy episode, not of Love Island, but of Alestle After Hours. We are excited to be back with you this week. We will not have an episode of Alestletics, so don't go looking for it. It's going to be, well, you heard it right here.
Yeah, you guys, honestly, just go listen to like all of our other episodes. Honestly, just do that. It'll
yeah.
probably be, fulfilling.
Slow news week in terms of SIUE sports, but you got some world-ish sports dialogue here on this episode. But we will be back eventually when we publish in June, in late July on the 29th online. We'll be back with a brand new episode of Alestle After Hours, Alestletics, and hopefully continuing our Rewind series that's been going up. That will also be back this week. It wasn't out last weekend because of the 4th. So keep an eye out for that on Spotify or YouTube. Alestle Rewind is only on YouTube, but you can check out all of our other episodes in the past on either of those channels. And you don't forget to pick up a copy of the printed edition of the Alestle from this Thursday. You can get all your news about the SIUE campus that's been going on. Not a lot because it's summer, but it's there. And you can also read all those stories online at alestlelive.com. And follow our social media to get those quick updates. And if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, well, subscribe. That way you don't even have to look. It's just sent to your inbox every time we publish. So keep an eye out for more news on the Alestle. Hopefully, eventually, we will have a schedule for you regarding our prints, our podcasts, and everything else in between. But you can keep an eye out for that as well. And we'll see you later this summer. Bye.